You are now tuned in to another episode of Free Game Friday, episode
21. Can you do something for me?
We got a special guest, our second special guest of Free Game Friday, Mannywellz, man. Independent.
What's up, brother? You know what I'm saying?
Man, hey, so we're going to go back to our basics. We're going to read a few questions from the fans and answer them. If it's relevant to your journey, give us an answer. I got some questions for you. You got some questions for us.
For sure.
We've been seeing your motion a lot. Millie, you were a suggestion for sure. I was getting a facial one time, and your shit was on in the background. And I was like, I'm a fan. This nigga out here. Right?
All right, that's fine.
All right, let's go through some. This is from Shelly DPWS.
Why?
I got Why? Ain't that Arthur's sister name? What's her name?
You didn't read the question.
He just threw that.
Nigga threw the question.
Yeah. What are your most effective pieces of social media content that help grow your fan base? Live sessions. I would say live sessions are most effective. Live sessions is what got us to this point to where everyone was like,
rehearsals really too.
Rap. But that's a live.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
Oh, well, I guess live performance content is the most effective.
Interviews
too, but that came after. But and interviews are great because you could get like I got a couple of viral sounds that's just interview clips, and that shit it builds familiarity with your voice. One. See, you know, and it builds that with your voice. So when you do drop a song, niggas like, I know that voice.
Yeah.
You want to pull one?
Well, I'm curious about his answer.
Oh yeah, what's your most effective pieces?
I feel like for me it was like the reaction ones where I would just play music for people in the studio and just press record on the camera and see how they react. So
none of those was rigged?
No.
Beautiful.
Never.
I
can't. I don't know how to fake.
Right.
It gotta be. He said rig. It's some rigged ones.
I've seen a few of those. That's dope.
But, hey, shout out to them. They do their thing. But mine is like, it's organic. If it doesn't move me, I won't even post it. Yeah.
The formula.
Yeah.
Important.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's how it goes. Okay. This is from Hector LaRussell. What distro do you use since moving from DistroKid?
I currently use Command Shift for my catalog, and I use Vidya for new catalog. I like them both, so I've been trying both systems. Command Shift I really love because they built a technology around my business model that really accommodated the way I do splits and share revenue with people. And Vidya came later, and I love them. They're hella supporter, and they got a great technology as well. And I could call right now and say, hey, bro, can you get this song up for me? And he just going to say, yep. And it's done. And I think that's what we lacked with DistroKid. Like, I got the number to DistroKid, and you know, they did their thing, but it's not as responsive. Right. It's not as much of a team behind it.
Bro, Command Shift really built a whole system just to accommodate what you were
future.
Building.
Right?
That is so, like,
that's
they
hard.
really...
Shout out Command Shift, man. Shout
They're
out Video.
fire,
Shout out Command Shift. And both of these technologies are built by people who wanted to see the industry change. Wanted to see it better and improve.
Right. That's hard.
What distro do you use?
I use NPR.
What is
JR.
it?
Audio Salad?
Audio Salad.
Are they still using Audio Salad?
I think so. Audio Salad. Before that, I've used Distro. I've used TuneCore. I use Level, and I use Stem.
Yeah.
Nice. So I try
You got to get around.
Yeah.
Tight. So now, like, is all of your catalog spread, or is it in one place?
It's spread. It's definitely spread. I definitely want to get it into one space. Like pre-NPR is spread out, but NPR is like the most. Yeah, like,
you should get it into one home.
Yeah,
Bring them
we
home.
gonna talk.
Yeah. Dope. That's dope. Pull one.
I'll bet. Let's see. This is from Nikia Kumatos.
Ooh, look at that man.
What resources did you use to learn how to mix and master?
Do you mix your music too? Because you produce.
I don't mix and master my music. However, I do know how to. I just don't want to. I never like mixing. It's like it's a whole different world.
It's a lot.
But recently with content, I've been having to like dive back in,
right?
Like mix audio, live stuff quicker than waiting for an engineer. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What resources did we use? I used YouTube, hella people. I used to just watch. Like anytime I would go to a studio early, I was shoulder watching. My dad's homie had a studio. I asked him a bunch of shit. But really experience, I had to mix. I was mixing my shit, Tessie shit, Truly shit, all the live sessions, Shantae, everything.
Right.
So, and I've been mixing since high school. So it's like I've been getting reps. I've been mixing forever, you know, and I'm still not at a place where I'm like, I love this, but I mix all my own shit. You feel me?
I didn't know that.
Every time I send it off to even some of the guys who are like those guys, it's like that's not it.
Yeah.
You feel me? But yeah, I use everything. YouTube especially, but you really got to get experience. You got to mix 100 songs, then mix 1,000 songs, then mix 10,000.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, is it on me? It's on me.
Is it? Oh, yep. Go ahead.
Lucky card. This is from N-A. Okay. Nah. What camera do you use to shoot with? Yeah, we're using the Ronin 4D now, man. That's the big boy. That's when that shit looking crispy and all, you know, that's the Ronin 4D. Previously, we was using the Blackmagic cinema camera, the Pocket 4K, and we used that probably for the first 300 to 400 live sessions and interviews, everything we shot, and now we use the DJI Ronin 4D. What camera y'all use?
We use the Blackmagic. We use a Sony A7 III, and then my homies in Maryland they use some Canon camera. I don't remember.
Those joints that you be doing like when you be on the roof or you be in your crib.
That
with
was
the
a Sony.
plants.
The Sony and the Canon. Yeah, the ones in like Nigeria, the ones for tour, that was the Blackmagic. Yeah. Yeah.
You edit and cut and grade and everything?
I do the captions. He and the other creatives color. Yeah. I'm not.
So you got a video team.
Something like that. So I have a heavy video team in the DMV. But then I'm working on building more people around him to like so we can get more stuff done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, between DMV and LA, we got like a nice little system going on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Community.
Yeah, community, exactly.
What made you move to LA?
Man, I was always in LA, bro. I'd be in LA, I'd spend like 3 months. And in that 3 months, I would spend, money that I wasn't really like making. You know, and I was like,
what were you
make
doing
sense.
there? Like writing? Writing
camps, because I just did I had a pub situation. So I was writing in studios, just making songs. So your publicist
was getting you in rooms?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah,
Did you get any placements from them?
No, because I didn't do it for long enough. I was like, I'm just going to write songs for myself.
Right.
Why
so
not?
Is your pub situation, is it admin or like a split on
It's
like
both.
Shit?
It's both. Yeah, it's both.
Are you still in it?
I'm still in it. It's almost over.
Oh, okay.
October. I got a few months left.
Dope.
Did you enjoy it?
It was cool. I think the first half I got to meet a lot more producers. And so I saw their process. I saw how they were working. And I was like, oh, I'm up there. Right. So I'm going to work with y'all and I'm going to work on my stuff. And we just going to focus on Mannywellz versus like, oh, let's make this song. Let's try to pitch it to this person. Because when you do that, you're waiting for that person, and that song might never drop.
And it's like you can have a great song.
Exactly,
like, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we're actually about to drop songs that I made in 2020 and 2021 that I was trying to pitch. So we're just gonna drop it because of fire.
Right,
bro.
Yeah.
So the fucking Goodcompenny one that when you first hit me, all my life was a dream. I wrote that shit in like 2021, 2020.
That's
and
crazy.
I just kind of sitting because I'm like, man, I want to go to Afrobeat artists, but it's like you could really sit on great shit.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes it's like you came today and it's like, nigga.
That's it.
That was it.
That's it. Yeah.
And we've been pushing him like, bro, just drop it, please.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's like, nah.
Yeah.
What you got?
It's from No Name. How did you go about building a Proud to Pay platform?
Man, It's been a long journey, but the platform itself. So when we started Proud to Pay, we used to do it at the door and just do cash, and then it was like that's not ideal for people who really, really want to support you because no one wants to pull out $500 at the door. So then we end up when we did the first backyard show or the first Vallejo, the Empress one, we did a spreadsheet. We made a fucking spreadsheet and it had hundreds of offers, and me and T had to pull them out individually, email the person. We was doing all this shit ourselves manually, and then I end up meeting
that's crazy.
Ibrima from TBA. I'm a co-founder in TBA, and he just built that whole thing and let me come in. And I found Nye. There's a photographer named Nye, and she did an event, and she was like, "Oh, we used the black-owned ticketing company." So I tapped in, met them, and he already had a ticketing company built, but it didn't have like the offer-based system, the Proud to Pay system to accommodate my business model. So I was like, "Bro, this is what I need. I'll pay you to build it. I need this." And from there, it was history. Now we got some shit that's like the first in its existence. I'm going to do a fucking arena show as a, offer-based Proud to Pay show. It's going to be nuts.
That's going to be hard. That's going to be hard.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Damn, I had a question about that. I'm trying to.
You should do a Proud to Pay offer-based show, bro.
We are.
You should. Yep.
Let's go.
Make it a special, intimate experience.
It's actually.
Even if you want to come do your first show on the Bay at the Pergola, that'd be cool too. Because I want to do these little specials. Because Jane, but I feel like sunset shows, like you will eat that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's talk, bro.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's see. This is from btmi.said. Do you consider yourself woke?
Not really.
What does that even mean?
Do you?
I don't consider myself anything but human. I be chilling.
Yeah.
Don't put nothing on me.
I don't consider myself nothing.
I don't want to be labeled nothing, bro.
I don't know. Like, I think that term is overused.
Right.
If you know stuff, you know stuff. If you don't, go learn.
It's like, are you a good human?
Yeah.
That's what matters.
I feel like I'm a good human being.
Right.
That's what I am. Not woke.
Right. This is from Trippy since 95. Can I gain 10K followers in less than a year? If so, how? You can for certainly gain 10K in less than a year. I think I grew 500,000 in a year.
You get that Ice Spice
grew a couple million in 1 year. So if so, how? Put out content and great music. Give people something great to witness, whether that's an interview and you speaking on some real life shit, or you posting great quotes, or you sharing great pictures, great songs, great live performances. Just make great art and share it. Yeah. You can easily gain 10K. That's nothing.
You get that in a day.
You can do that in a couple hours.
I've seen that.
We've done it in hours.
Yeah,
right.
In hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Fact. This is from Q Ortiz Health. Oh, it's for me. Tietta, do you have a self-care routine? If so, what do you do? I wouldn't say like a routine. I really just be chilling.
You get up and go to the gym.
I mean, I do. I go to the gym. I guess like, in a way that's self-care. Okay, so yeah. I'll start my day with the gym and, I'll eat, I'll chill out, I'll read. I've been learning how to play the piano, so I'll practice on the piano and then I'll start my day.
Right.
Self-care.
Your house is a self-care routine.
Oh, God. That's exactly what I wanted it to be. It's like an oasis in my brain when I was
my shit feel like the Wild Wild West. Sometimes I walk in my house and I'm like, what is going on?
Same. I be like, sheesh.
But it's also peaceful, but it's like, it's so much.
Yeah. It's intense sometimes.
It represents me well, though. It's like, I always have a lot happening.
One time I walked in, it looked like
how do you manage all that? Everything happening?
I got a Tietta, I got a Millie, I got a Splash, I got a Sarai, I got a mom, a pop, my sisters.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean? I got a village that really, helps me maneuver the things that I need done. But ultimately, I've been doing this shit. I've been doing a lot of shit for a long time. So it's kind of my norm. Like if I don't have shit to do, I feel a little bit off.
Right.
Okay.
right?
Yeah, if we don't have like 1,000,001 things
depressed.
going, it's like, what are we doing?
Right? If nothing's happening, it's like, what the fuck is happening?
You know, I was just talking about that in the interview I did yesterday. I was like, the beginning of the year, we kind of had like a slow time where it's like we took a break because it was like we went hard for like a year and a half straight. And then for like 3 months, we were just burnt out. And he's like, so y'all weren't doing nothing? I'm like, no, we were doing shows and interviews and we were still shooting free game. He's like, so y'all didn't stop? And I was like, nah, but we did. Like, you don't get it.
How involved are you in like?
Boy.
Like when you make a song and you release it, are you doing like your admin and your content and uploading to the distro yourself and planning the shows and the marketing, and are you running the ads and pitching the spot? Like, how involved in it?
Right now, I oversee everything, kind of. I know everything going on, top to bottom, what picture they're about to use on the flyer. Like, I want to get to a place where, like, I have people that be like, that's the picture, and I don't even look and be like, use that picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, my team is growing, but in the past, I was running the ads. I was reading marketing books, learning how to market. I was reading books, how to just sell product in general. How do I look at myself as a product and not just like an artist? I learned how to make beats myself. I learned how to upload to the DSPs. I learned about publishing. I read the music industry books like 8 times. But I watched all the videos. I watched like everything.
You wanted it.
And now I'm just like, okay, how do I really become a better leader and just delegate and just have people that I trust that want to do things? Because I'm a good creative. Like I feel like I could sell anything even outside of music. So I want to get to a place where I'm just like creating, not just music, but like videos, anything creative, creating a shirt. And then I have people around me that I could trust and be like, okay, this is how many shirts we're printing, stuff like that.
That's dope that you learned it all yourself. Because now you know what you're looking for in terms of building that team.
Exactly, yeah.
Nobody's going to pull the wool over your eyes and be like,
things take, so when a nigga take it, it's like, bro.
I did. Like you can ask any news shooter. You can ask him. Like one of the first videos, I was like, so you gonna send it today? He's like, today? I'm like, what's stopping you?
Right. What you here for?
Like I can edit stuff on my phone.
We just did that live or that rehearsal. But he dropped it same day. As soon as we walked off the pergola.
That's crazy.
It's rendering right now as we speak.
We different.
And it should be that way.
Yeah.
Bro. It should. When you condition people to move at that pace, then it's always easier to do the shit that you don't have to do till 3 weeks later. Because like, nigga, I'm used to having to do this shit right after, bro. Right. That makes everything else easier.
Right. Yeah, man.
Who pool is it?
I don't even know, for real.
The last one, Trippy since 95. So, then I think it's you. Yeah, I think we mixed it up.
It's all good.
Shelly D. PWS says, what jobs did you give people? I can't even read this.
That was me. I was scribbling hella fast.
Around you that make the biggest... Oh, this is a good question. What jobs did you give people around you that make the biggest impact on your success? Man.
You want to answer that one first?
You go first.
Merch was the first role that really impacted my success. And that was initially like Yaya, Millie, and then when Sarai came down, Sarai really helped a lot with getting merch moving. Fonnie, Cam, Child. So merch was the first role where it was like you could see the impact. It's like, bro, that's more getting done than you could possibly do alone.
Yeah.
And then prior to that was really T's role, which I don't know what that is. Just business development.
Real niggas are us.
Yeah. whatever role that goes under T's definitely altered. Engineering. Child's role is very important. Like now we have such a flow. Like I'm able to do a song and send it, and then by the time it's my turn again, it's like, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
Because mixing takes a shit ton of time. Right. Having a graphic designer, B Gigs helps me out with a lot. Roll helped me out. Yaya helped me out a lot. All the early merch designs. video Splash now. Like all the GCTVs, the last 20 plus have been Splash. Just having somebody who's always on content. Shit, every role around me really is like, man, every single role around me has impacted my business so much.
Yeah. I'd say engineering. Because the moment I locked in with, his name was Jake Vicious, via House Studios, the joint you do made, I was like, bet. So now I don't have to think about mixing.
Tight.
Cool.
How do y'all, if you can disclose, how do y'all do the business, like, when you mix? Is he getting, like, a royalty on songs, or do you pay him up front? Tight.
Yeah. But he's been getting a piece of my songs for years. We just waiting for the one to pop so that he could be rich.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
so
incredible.
yeah.
That's incredible.
Like, cause he runs his own business now. So like our models change, but like at the end of the day, he's always gonna get something. Mm-hmm. So it's like now he has overhead that he has to figure out. So it's like, all right, he's not just gonna mix for free. Right. But even though I pay him something, I'm gonna still be like,
cause that's your dog.
That's my guy.
That's your dog.
And I don't think I'm going anywhere else as far as engineering.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And you, man, bro, so many engineers don't see a royalty at all.
They don't.
They're just doing a service per hour, sir. Like, that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Man, if you're out there and you're indie, get your engineers some royalties. They deserve some, too. Your shit sound good because of them.
Because of them. That's semi-production, man.
Right.
Let's give them a little
The song
something.
wouldn't even come out without them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yo, fool.
sorry.
Sheesh, this is a good one.
This is from Pavin_Gil. Does GC have an email list? How do you grow / store that data?
Look at that.
Right. Look at the alignment. Actually, while we're on the road, I was thinking, I was like, damn, we don't have an email list. So like we were getting ready to do a show in DC and we weren't able to just reach out to our DC followers and be like, we're about to throw a show here. If you want to come, you can come, right? So I was like, we got to find an email list. So immediately I'm thinking of like MailChimp or something. I don't even remember the website that I found because it's so new. But if we post this clip, I'll tag it in there. But I ended up finding a website that allows you to not only drop, because we have all of these emails from when we were doing manual shows. All the emails sales. From people, where they're from, phone numbers. We have emails. All this data, but we've just been storing it. We haven't been doing anything with it. But this website allows you to ingest all of your data and create a link where people can sign up to your email list. So if you go in the link tree right now at the top, it says join our email list. And yeah, we're gonna start sending out.
What is that company? If you click the link, will the company pop up?
I don't think so. But I'll definitely add it.
So they can get their love.
Yeah, but yeah,
do you have an email
great
list?
Company.
We do, but we just started focusing on it to grow it. You heard of Superphone?
Yep.
Yeah, Ryan
Leslie's joint. Yeah, like the crazy thing is when he first made it in like 2013, he called me and it was like, yo, this is what I'm about to do. And as a fan, that was the greatest thing on earth. And so I've been rocking with that since then. But honestly, like, legendary. I never focused on growing that, like, or the mailing list. Recently was when, as a team, we were like, all right, we need to do this. Like, we need to really grow this.
You know what's crazy? It's not even something you have to focus hard on.
Right.
You just have to tell people it's there. Like, we created... I got several lists. Like I got a thing in my bio that's just zip codes. You could just put, it says, where do you want to see LaRussell? You click it and you just enter your zip code. So I have a file with thousands of zip codes of just where people want me to go perform. So you really, and I don't even think I announced that one. They just did it themselves.
So when they click the link tree, they see it.
Yep.
They see it there. So they're
and
like, I want him to perform here.
Linktree allows you to subscribe to somebody's Linktree. So somebody was like, oh, I got a notification. That's how I knew that you were doing the DC show because they're subscribed to our Linktree.
So Linktree is like
when we upload a new link, it tells them.
We use Beacon for that.
But like put shit in your Linktree where it's like, where do you want to see Manny? And make it simple. City, state, and people could just fill it out. As they find you a new fan, they gonna just click it because they like shit.
Every time I find a new artist, I click their link in their bio.
Months go by, and next thing you know, when you ready to go to tour, you could just sort by New York. It'll show you every person who put New York.
I didn't know Linktree was like that. That's fire.
Yeah. And then if you have it collecting emails too, and they put their zip code next to it, you can send out an email to all those people who put that zip code. Hey, I am doing a show in this city. You asked to see me.
So Linktree essentially is can be like a MailChimp.
A little bit.
It collects the emails.
We connect Google Forms to Linktree, so we have the data direct, not via Linktree. But Linktree also have its own set of data.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they also do. If you go through, you can see who your subscribers are, and if they're getting text or email notifications, you can see their phone number or their email through your subscribers.
They can get text.
They can get text
from
notifications
Linktree.
from Linktree saying, "Hey, a new link was just uploaded to the Goodcompenny website," and it'll say whatever you named your link. It'll say, "Hey, this link, I'm doing a show. Come see LaRussell in DC. Just got uploaded to the Linktree."
Can they respond?
They can click the link from the text,
but they just can't communicate with you.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think they can text.
Okay.
You.
Yeah, we do have a Goodcompenny phone, so. People have been able to text from merch and things like that.
Some people text us and say, "Hey, I want to bring a cake to the show," or they bring cake to the thing. Like it's been dope. But we went and bought an actual phone and built a super phone. Like we bought a real phone and just dumped all of our Goodcompenny contacts from merch and everything and built a phone.
I just uploaded them to a CSV and then created
directly
contact files, and then you can upload them to your Apple,
That's cool.
to your Google thing, and then
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Come on, we can go a little longer on this episode because you're getting
That's cool.
This is from Scott John Live. Do you get nervous when you perform? I don't.
I do not.
Hand in the pocket.
We can hand in the pocket.
I just he said
you're seasoned though.
Yeah.
Like you nothing threw you off.
Yeah.
Like some people, especially with singers, when when key changes and shit, a lot of them can't find it that fast.
Yeah.
But you seasoned.
My dad was a musician, is a musician, and his genre of music is called like juju music, and juju has two meanings. The first one is it means to dance or throw your body. The other one is like voodoo is dark magic. However, so then we're not gonna talk. He a pastor, so he makes gospel juju music, and so when people would have like birthday parties, they would invite him to shows, to their parties, and so it'll be a band, piano, it'll be drums, piano, guitar, talking drums, instruments, right? And so what he does, 80% of the time is on the fly. There's bass songs, but let's say you all come to the party. I never met y'all. He has someone that collects your names, and he's like, "This is LaRussell. This is T. This is da 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 da." He holds the camera. So his job is to make you feel good and be like, and shout out to LaRussell, Goodcompenny. Like he'll shout you out a bit, and then they spray money. So that experience, I started doing that when I was like 9. He's been doing that for years. So that experience, just to be on stage and do things on the fly.
Right. And it's so much fun. Like,
yeah,
our rehearsal, all of our shows is like that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have a set list. It's just whatever the fuck they play, whatever we go into. Like today, we just flow with it. And to me, it takes away all the rigidness and the repetitiveness of performing. Because like I was starting to kind of get unexcited about it, but doing it this way is like we might end up doing some shit from the first album years ago, and then it becomes a moment. Yeah.
When did you like first hit that? When did you first start doing this?
Simon.
Yeah, Simon came
garage rehearsals
towards the end of 2021. Yeah, like towards the
it was
end
like
of
winter.
2021.
He came and then
they did a live
I
session.
used to rehearse in my garage on live, and one time he came with the keys, and I didn't have a plan. It was just like, bro, play on top of this, and everything we played, he was able to find, and it was like, let's just do that.
Yeah, that's hard.
That. Malcolm was like, you need to bring him everywhere.
Right after,
Damn.
bring him to every show, and since then he's been everywhere
That's
I go.
Hard.
Then we found Michael Prince, and now we got KMS
on the saxophone.
Damn.
So it just keeps building, and everyone's improvising. Everyone on stage, every time you see a show or a viral piece, no one knows what's happening.
It's just vibing.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Hard.
It's fire.
That's fire.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Yep.
This is from Lord's 34UX. Most concerts are at night. Why are your shows so early? or even dancing?
Man, because I'm a grown ass man with a real life. I don't want to be out at 9,
That's
10
so
p.m.
real.
Hey man, the last show we did in DC was later because I had to do it after the festival. And I was telling them, like, next time y'all see me, it won't be this late. Like, I promise you. Like, I love the 1 p.m., 2 p.m. shows, too, because I feel like in the morning when you get up, noon is about when you get your pep. Like, you after you get your workout, your run or whatever, noon, you like, I'm ready to take on the day. So if the show start at 1 or 2, that's your best energy. Nigga, we outside. At 10 p.m., it's hard to get a nigga to really
unless they lit.
You know?
Yeah.
Unless they lit,
yeah. That's the thing. Like, I don't be, and I like the kids to be able to come, the grannies. Like, I don't have a specific demographic. When you come to my show, it's every age from 5 to 55. And they all need to be able to enjoy it. They not trying to be out at 10, 11 p.m.
Right.
The day shows for me works because everyone gets a chance to experience it, and you got the best energy. Like, from 12 to 3, 4 is like your peak energy there.
Not even just from the fans, from the crew, from everybody. Like,
everyone's happy.
Everyone.
Right.
I don't want to go home at midnight. I'm good.
Right.
I'm tired. Yeah. It's a good time.
That's a great time. That's smart. I never even...
Bro, it allows more people to come to your show too. I think that plays a big part in the reason why everything we do sells out.
Yeah.
Like, you're able to come. You know, even if you got work the next day, it don't matter because it's 2. You still got time to go home and get some sleep.
I got home at 5.
Yeah.
For real.
It's on you.
It's on me? I pulled before him. It's on you.
All right.
Remember, I kind of mixed it up a bit.
If you say so.
We'll do 3 more.
This is from Afro_Ka. Will you ever release live performances of songs on streaming platforms? I think a live album would be dope, but if there's a reason why you wouldn't, please share. He does.
Yeah.
Everything is on.
Yeah, just about. The shit you heard today at rehearsal with Manny is going on streaming.
Oh, let's get it.
We're going to bust it down. We're going to streaming.
Let's get it.
Hey, for real. Do you put your live versions on stream, like when you do them on Instagram?
Not all of it. We about to though, cause so what we're doing next month is the live version of the most recent EP.
Yeah.
And so we're doing the pay what you want, and then we're donating all the proceeds to a DACA foundation. And DACA is like, it stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival. It's pretty much, Obama passed this law for kids that didn't have like green cards or citizenships, and then it just lets you stay in the country to work and pay taxes. That's what I am. I'm not a U.S. citizen.
Wow.
Yeah.
This nigga revolutionary too.
And so we're donating all
the... citizen. Where were you born?
Nigeria.
When did you come out here?
2003. So
wow.
Yeah, almost.
So you just here working?
Yeah. But that just became a thing in 2012, 2013.
Wait, so you don't have what's it called? Like
a green card?
Yeah.
Nope.
Or a visa or something? Like,
is you saying this permit? On this video gonna ruin
oh, no,
anything? I'm like,
because I have a friend from Germany, and she was like, the company that she works for has to pay for her to have a work visa. Like, do you deal with that or
no? So
because of this,
DACA lets me stay here. However, if I want to go to Germany to do a show, is a whole process. Yeah.
To get back to the U.S.
To leave and come back.
Sheesh.
I gotta apply for advance, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
What is your name? Your full name. What is your name?
From?
Like, because your name ain't Manny, nigga.
My full name is Emmanuel Olawale Ajamale.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's my situation.
Wow.
So
right now they gonna find him easier. Wow. That's for his whole government. Oh
yes.
Nigga looking up right now in jail.
Nah, they know me at this point. Yeah. They let me.
That's dope, bro. So your experience, was it like a culture shock going into DC?
No, not really. Because in Nigeria, we were always exposed to like what was going on in America. We were I had family that was slightly privileged, and my dad was already in the States. So we had access to Dexter's Lab and Power Rangers, like everything, cable. So we knew everything. We watched all the movies. So when I came, it was just like, oh, okay, this is it.
Yeah.
It's cold as shit.
It was happening already.
Yeah, it was cold as shit. That was big as different. This nigga said Prince Hakeem.
Prince Hakeem.
Hey, yo.
Princey Mannywellz.
Oh, man.
This is from Mark Hughes. What hours of the day do you work best? I just explained it. There we go. I'm a 9 to 5 guy. You feel me? I'm a regular 9 by 5. By time 4-5 hit, I'm like, I'm ready to wrap up. Hey, I'm ready to wrap up. You feel me? When we on the road, it's all day. But at home, it's like, yeah. Once I drop my daughter off, my day is like we in motion. And by time program over, I'm usually done and ready to clock out.
Yeah. We do like 11 to 8. Because first 3-4 hours, I'm just like reading, praying, gym, working out. And then by like 10, 11, I try to schedule shoots or sessions no earlier than 11. So, and then I try to leave at like 8, unless I have to.
You record at home or you go to like a studio out there?
I record at home. But if a homie is like, yo, pull up to the session, I ask him, how important is this session? If it's late, you know, if it's like, nah, they know me now. They don't really, even like the big dogs will be like, he not about to pull up.
Yeah.
You know?
Same. That's a good thing to build, though.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to build.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say when they were talking about the late shows versus early shows. Like, you have turned down doing shows because they were late.
Yeah.
And sessions and things like that don't.
Some decent money.
Because
it just don't be aligning.
Yeah.
Some people trick me.
They do.
Some people trick me because I be like, I be saying, like now when I book a show, I tell people I don't go on stage after this time, you know.
What's your latest?
Now I always say 7 p.m. Like my ideal time, if it's not my own show and I'm just doing a set, I like to be on around 3 to 7. 7 is like the latest. If it's summer and it ain't getting dark early, I'll do 8, but I really don't want to do 8. Eight is like, bro, you got to give me another on top of this because I don't want to do that. You feel me?
Yeah. That was how we came to the conclusion, like, bro, no show is just 15 minutes. Like, one time they was like, come do a show, it's 9 p.m., but it's only 15-minute set. Yeah. And it's like, bro, I have to sound check, I have to get there, then I have to be there an hour before. It's an all-day thing. Nothing is just 15 minutes. Like,
And I have a full team I move with. So it's like, even a 15-minute set, it's like, no, bro, you got to pay me for a day's worth.
How many people do you usually travel with? Everyone?
At this point, it's like 7.
If I'm local or LA type shit, it could be up to 20. Mm-hmm. If I'm moving out of town, like the last year was 7 of us. Mm-hmm. Seattle was probably like 10, 11. It just depends on where I'm moving. But usually 5 at an absolute minimum. 3 if it's like I'm not performing, we just going to do some press shit. But really,
it's gotten to 7 because now we have more instrumentalists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The show is getting bigger, more demanding.
Yeah, okay.
How you usually travel? Is it just like
Small.
You a videographer?
Me, Kremer, a road manager or tour manager. And then if it's like a proper tour, we'll do drums, piano. That's it. And then we program everything so it feels like a full band. But
how you fly?
Like,
do you like to fly a specific way, a specific airline, specific
I love
seats?
Delta.
Right, I was a Delta guy too, man.
I loved it. We got
until what?
Hey,
Club.
I still love Delta, but one time we tried to go to Sky Club. I got a Sky Club membership because we like to go chill in the lounge. They got food and shit there. And one time we were sitting in economy. So they was like, we got to the Sky Club and they was like, oh, you can't come in here because you got economy. I'm like, nigga, you know how much money I pay a year? But they was like, yeah, but you poor today. So they kicked us out. But I didn't even raise the funds because I was like, bro, they shit. I feel you.
I was irritated. I was like, is you fucking serious?
You know, I do fuck with Delta, but it was like little classes.
Yeah. The crazy part was in San Francisco, they didn't say nothing. But when we came to come home, they was tripping on us. And I was like, why
when y'all were coming back.
Yeah, why are you being weird to me?
Right, because we just went, bro. You literally
it was like,
well,
they shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
Wait, and the difference was it was a black lady in San Francisco. and it wasn't a black
and it
lady
wasn't,
on the way.
got it.
But previous, they just implemented that rule because we used to always go every time.
I asked,
and she was like, "Oh, it just started at the top of this month."
It was July 7th, and it was like
July 1st.
Yeah, they said July 4th.
So you can't have a membership in Fly Economy?
They won't let you in the Sky
If
Club.
you fly economy, you can't go into the Sky Club.
Even if you paid for your membership.
Yeah. Right. Class. Too many. Yeah. Right. That's when they walk out in the Sky Club and they seen us in there and they said,
we need to change the
rules.
rules.
We need to make some changes. This nigga got his Crocs off.
Man, I was like, that's crazy.
Come on, let's pull last three. One of us each.
Wait. All right. Afro Car. Have you received backlash for your honesty about the Rock Nation deal?
I don't think I received any backlash at all. I mean, but I don't think it's something I could receive backlash for. I was just being honest and sharing my experience. I didn't bash nobody. I just told them what happened. Like this is what happened. So I don't think there was any backlash to be received. It didn't come to me. If so,
would you ever do a deal
with Rock Nation
if they came correct? What does coming correct look like?
With Rock Nation, I wouldn't, just because of all that, and I know they've seen that clip and no one has said anything, right? No one reached out to be like, nah, bro, that wasn't how it is. This is how it is. I'm sorry you perceived it that way. You feel me?
Yeah.
No one.
Right.
Like, if it was Goodcompenny and someone had like this story, I'd be like, oh, bro. Or I'd be like, bro, we did. At least be like, nigga, we know. We did that, bro. My bad. You feel me? But I don't want to be in cahoots with anybody moving like that. Like, just on that. Because, nah. But I'm not opposed to doing a deal. And correct looks several different ways. You feel me? It depends on what we're doing. If someone's like, I want you for X amount of years, that's a different correct versus a nigga who like, I just want to invest some paper in you and build with you. Can I do 10 on,
Yeah.
So it depends. But for me, correct is me having my masters, of course. The right amount of paper in exchange for however many songs I have to deliver, but ultimately the right people behind the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to do a deal with nobody that makes me feel weary or iffy. That shit bothers me because after I'm going to have to sit with it and I'm going to be mad. You feel me? I'm going to just be upset.
You said owning your masters, but what about the licensing term? Because I think people don't really focus on that piece.
Yeah. For me, that varies, right? Because some things I'm like, I'll let you license for this long, but most things I'm like, bro, if you help me build it, you can eat off of it forever. I don't really care for the licensing term much because you put your paper up and you put your life and your energy into it too. I think you should be able to eat off of it forever. Not because if I work with somebody and I help build something to a certain point, I don't want to get reverted in 5 years, 7 years. Yeah. Like, bro, I helped you come from zero, nigga. I want to eat off of it as long as you eating off of it. You know? So I'm not a big enforcer of like, we need a license. If you here to help me build it, I think you should eat off of it.
Yeah.
Forever.
What's correct for you?
Very similar. Owning my stuff, creative control. I have to be in control creatively. It won't even work. And speed.
Right.
Speed, bro. That be the biggest thing. Niggas will slow you down for nothing, and then your base is wondering what's happening. I remember when when I first found Rod Wave.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it so much because I was able to find so much, and it was new shit coming.
You know who's behind that?
Huh?
You know Gerald was behind it?
The streaming side.
I
mean, just Rod Wave was behind that output.
Yeah.
You feel me? He was making that much, and they was releasing that much.
Yeah.
And then you'll see as niggas get like bigger or a bigger label come in, it'll slow down, and it's like, okay, let's drop quarterly. Then it'll slow, and it's like, let's drop, and it's like, bro, like that's the reason he was getting so much better. When you listen to Hard on Ice, and you go listen to some shit that he made later, it's like, bro, he can sing more because he was getting reps in so much. But sometimes they slow that process down, and instead of you dropping a new album, they got you dropping a deluxe 3 months after. It's like, nigga, where the new music?
Yeah,
you feel me? Like it really could fuck it up. And I see it with so many artists. It be like, bro, they was on a streak.
Yeah.
Slow your motion. Seems like a good place to.
Then, well, I think we're going for one more. Cause man, this is a good one. I'm excited. I think I just did him.
You looking for a specific question?
I was looking for a different name because we did Juan. This is from Juan.
It's not even.
No, this ain't even from Juan. KG the Finesse. How did you build your fan base? What was your technique? Damn, I just mixed up hella, huh? Oh no, right here. How'd I build my fan base? Consistent content in music.
Authenticity.
But really, just giving that shit consistently, man. We've been the YouTube. What was the fucking YouTube video amount? 1,290. Me and Splash that went on the YouTube to see how many videos we dropped. I made the Goodcompenny page in like 2017, and we got 1,200 videos so far. So that's how you grow your fan base.
Right. Content.
Right.
Manny?
Yeah. I mean, before content, I went to every school in the DMV, and I performed.
You did the school tour.
Oh yeah. I did one for free, and then people were like, "Oh, he's tight." The next time I went around, they started paying me, but I did all the African Student Association events, and I did all the BSU events.
Wow.
And I just did that for like years, for years.
What was your breakthrough one? Like, what was the one that went a little bit further? I don't remember what I found you. Which one I found you on? I think I found you a little bit before but was like your breakthrough one that you seen all like.
Yeah.
Like, you know how your follower do like increment, then it'd be like nigga.
Yeah, that I was like the nigga. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. We was on tour looking at the numbers. We went from we grew 20K in like a short time. Yeah. I mean, we were already over 100K, but the fact that right before tour we were at maybe like 160 or something, that joint just kept growing until we got to like two something now. Yeah. You know, but I don't know. For me, it's been really gradual until Ooh Ah was when I was like, oh, this is what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything was like a bump, 30K, 70K, 90K, 120. And then Ooh Ah, oh my God.
It'd be building blocks, right? People get familiar with your face and your sound. Like, I kept seeing your shit. Yeah. At one point, it was like, boom, boom. Yeah. Like, algorithms start feeding it back.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it was for me,
that
too.
That was the one.
I seen him, and then they just kept throwing him at me, and I was like, all right, who is this guy?
Right? How'd you find him?
I think it was the same way. It was
like Instagram?
You know what I mean? Yeah, on an Instagram ad, and it just caught my ear.
That's crazy.
It's worth diving into. You have that voice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
How'd you end up getting with NPR?
I came across the
Bentley video.
No, nah.
We literally told that nigga, don't use that clip.
Oh, they don't.
Yeah, I found it for the Bentley video.
I be telling him, this is how you should run content. But I saw the Money Long situation, and then I was like, what's going on? So I did research, and I looked at both ends of the stories, and I was like, let me see who this guy is. Right. So I looked up who we were both connected to, and I reached out to my homies. I knew his business partner, Drew. Yeah. I knew Drew from like years ago, from like just cool dude. And I was like, look, man, I just need some help, digital marketing. Here's the new music. He plays it for JR. And then my other guy who I also reached out to JR. So JR was like, what's going on? Right. Like, you got two people.
Because JR moves.
Oh, that was fast.
JR moves.
This was like May. We was doing a show in North Carolina with Coffee. And he calls me. Coffee's hard. Yeah. She's hard. But he calls me and he's like, "Oh man, I just heard the new music. This joint's crazy." And I was like, "What's up? We working or not?" And then
what we doing?
We started working like a year ago, and we just been building ever since.
You've been able to see the growth and
oh yeah, There's a difference. It's like it helps when you have a team that just uploads it and pitches, and so I could just focus on how do I get it to my fans versus like how do I get it,
and they can amplify.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Last pool, and then we out. This was a good one.
This was good. It's fire.
Oh, we already answered that one.
How often do y'all do this?
We used to do one every day so we could have them like all lined up, but now Tietta be hella busy, so we probably do it like once a week.
Compulsive.
We just getting back.
Yeah, compulsive lying is an issue these days, huh? This is from @IAM_Devon. How do you find management to help with promo and booking shows? It's a great question for both of you.
I don't have management. I started off booking all the shows myself, so I was able to find just different venue owners and people who do it through me reaching out early on, and I got to establish relationships. Eventually, and now I work with ENT Legends, which is Fernandi's crew. And I ended up meeting Fernandi through Gerald, who did my first brick and mortar show. So I really got those connects through actually doing it. All of my management partners that I've had throughout, like Hovain and Strat, anyone who like brings me opportunity, it's just been like partnerships. I've never had a finite manager. I've always done it myself.
Yeah. Same thing I learned. I have a manager and I have management, but I learned how to book shows. I used to email the schools with my sister's name. So I'd be like, hey, this is Tolu, and I work with Mannywellz. And,
right.
I
used to use Millie name in emails before Millie was sending the emails.
Wow.
I was
and I was...
And then I had to be you before you were you because they didn't respond to women.
Right. And when I was told her, I used to use LaRussell to book the show. I'm LaRussell booking for my artists.
That's funny as shit. So I learned that, and then, but I mean, I just know the type of person I am. I like to call myself I'm like a creative CEO. And so I need to really focus on the creative. Because if the creative isn't fire, I could get people to run the business with me, not necessarily for me. Update me. I'm be like, okay, what if we switch this? What if we sell this for this versus, Yeah. And so for me, I was like, okay, I want a manager or a management where I have business manager, a coordinator. Now I have a business manager / mentor, coordinator, and then I have a manager. And so like coordinators is just making sure everything gets done. The managers like kind of reporting to me. Business managers like, we're missing $20 on the table right now. Do we take it or do we leave it? And they're all like reporting to me, and I'm like, that works best for me.
Do you have a booking agent?
I have a booking agent too. I'm with CAA.
CAA,
yeah. And then
how do you like it there?
It's cool. They know I'm the independent guy, so they're like, we just gonna let Manny do what he want, and it's gonna work out. It's like the tour. I was like, let's do a tour, and they're like, okay, because the traditional way is like you need 1 million monthly listeners.
So what does an agency do when you say, hey, I want to do a tour, and you go to CAA? What do they do on their side of that?
So they have relationships with venues and promoters, and so they'll go to the promoter or the venue, or both at the same time. Be like, hey, we want to bring this artist to blah 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 blah, and then they get the offers and they do the routing. So They'll talk to everyone in the nation, and then they'll put the dates together and be like, it makes sense to go from LA to San Francisco versus go to LA to Texas and then come to San Francisco. So they do the routing and stuff like that. And it's something I don't want to think about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to think. I want to think about how do I make that the best tour? How do we make the flyer fire? How do we make the merch crazy?
When you do shows, are you usually doing like in advance or door deal or a split? Like what kind of
advance? We've been doing advance, but now with the new partners that we're about to work with, it's gonna be like a hybrid between advance, buying it out, like taking full control. You know what I'm saying? So we getting there. We getting there, man. We getting there.
You got any questions before we close? You got any from anybody have any?
It's been a great episode.
Yeah,
man, it's been good.
This was a good one.
We covered
good.
a lot.
Right?
So you do your own merch?
Merch, yeah.
I want to get to a place where we print it ourselves, but we work with different manufacturers. And so before I moved to LA, it was DMV manufacturers. But now that I'm in LA, we're trying to figure out like, okay, who we're gonna go with. So we're testing different people.
Do you sell merch all year, or is it like collections?
No, we haven't. We haven't been selling collections per project. Cause like I think like for me, my merch is like they're like capsules. And so when I make them with a project, that's the only, I want to be able to say like, that's the only time. So if you didn't listen to it, I'm sorry. You might not get that shirt again.
It might not make sense. Right?
Are you designing it, or do you have a team of designers?
I have a team of designers, but I work like, we text all day, and I text them at 3 a.m. Look, what if we put the L on the bottom? Like I'm that type of creative. Like,
what if we go to sleep?
They're like, yeah, I was sleeping. I'm like, I know, my bad. Now I just give people disclaimer. You don't have to respond to me past 10 p.m. But I will text you. Just don't feel it. He knows, like, pressure. I'll be like, sorry, bro, but I'm just sending this to you so when you wake up, you can see it. Don't respond, though. Like, that's the type of creative I am.
What's your process after you make a song and you feel like it's one of those ones and you want to get it to people? What is
it has to come out.
Process?
I send it to JR. As soon as I made it, I said, bro, I'm sending this to the engineer. Send him the payment. Give me a date. I said, my birthday is on the 25th of January. This is December. We're going to drop it on my birthday. It's too far out, but it makes sense because it's my birthday. People going, what do you want? Listen to my song.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, that's what I mean by speed. Like, I can't do that at a label. It's like, I got this one song that I'm finishing right now. I could probably play it after. That joint is going to go. Same thing. Send it. I spoke to the engineer. I spoke to the engineer today. I said, I'm sending you the songs. Yeah. When I get back to LA tomorrow, mix it, send it back. It's going out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's speed, man. I just got to. And I was also telling him, we have a lot of conversations. If something's in my head for longer than a week and a half or 2 weeks, it's not going to get done. An idea, a piece of content, even if we try it out on a smaller scale, we have to. Because, like, tech companies kind of move like that, where it's like, this idea, they go through beta phases. Right. Artists don't want to go, we don't want to go through beta phases. We want to go through, like, this perfection and create the best Mona Lisa.
So are you not doing a song in the studio in one session? You'll probably do it, like, throughout the week, or?
Throughout the week, sometimes it just depends on how I feel. Most like if I feel strongly about a song, I'm finishing it that day. Right. I will not, like, my girl got to tell me eat. My homies got to be like, yo, you need to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to take a walk. I'm like, nah, we gonna get this done.
Tight.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
man.
This was a good one,
right?
And it's been another marvelous episode of Free Game Friday, episode 21, man. Mannywellz.
Man.
Legendary. Not a U.S. citizen. You know what the fuck going on.
If you have questions, submit them to the link below this video.
Not a U.S. citizen. Don't worry, it's coming.
If you got questions for the next episode,
submit them to the link below this video or in our bio.
Yeah. Shout out JR from NPR, man.
Shout out Mannywellz.
Big Bentley's in the back.